Listen up or run for cover. Dropping knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. The real Bradley is dropping
what it is. Bradley back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today, kids, do I got a real treat for you now. Here in the Vegas studio is Vegas Dave. Welcome, Vegas Dave.
Thank you.
I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but it looks like it's Dave Oancea.
Oancea.
Oancea,
like a Wancha.
Wancha. Oh, Wancha, that's cool.
Wancha's Romanian, yeah.
But everyone knows you as Vegas Dave. And if you guys aren't aware of who he is, he's like a huge handicapper. He bets. He knows who wins sports games, like all kinds. Or is it just mainly
all
horses?
Sports,
or
no days off, every sport.
Okay, so dude, he's a handicapper, Vegas handicapper, probably one of the most successful, famous handicappers ever. Like they kick him out of casinos. They won't take his money. Why? Well, because they're going to lose to him. You've made millions, yes?
Lots of millions.
Anyway, if you have heard of him, then you already know who he is, dude. He's Vegas Dave. Gives everybody winners and picks every day here in Vegas. That's how you make a lot of your money.
Yeah, not just Vegas. 90% of my business is out of state. People are gambling all over the world, different countries. So it's a global business for me as well.
Yeah, so Dropping Bombs, we just talk about situations, challenges, see if we can help others along the way. So I'm sure you've had some challenges, some hiccups. I heard you almost faced the feds.
Yeah, I fought the feds. I was indicted after I won the Super Bowl. I predicted the Broncos would win the Super Bowl in week one, put a little over 100,000 to win 2.3 million. They won the Super Bowl. But 3 months before that, I predicted the Royals to win the World Series. A team that never won a World Series in 30 years, but 100,000, won 2.5 million. So after I hit them for $5 million in 3 months, they didn't want to pay me out in the last $2 million. So because I didn't back down like a pussy, and I'm a man of principle, I said, pay me my fucking money. So then they went to embarrass me. They indicted me on 19
Who's they?
The feds. The Fed. 19 alleged felony accounts for misusing a social security number, all the stuff they did against me. And why did the feds want to do that to you? Because you told them to go fuck themselves when they asked you to do what? They wanted to keep the money. The casinos wanted to keep the money. And when
casinos did, not the feds.
Yeah, the casinos didn't want to pay me.
So would that indicate that the feds are in the casino's pocket?
They're all tied together. Everyone's gaming. From what I learned out from my research is that it's all tied. It's all tied. They all work together.
Dude, don't you ever get scared? No. You start screwing with people with that kind of dough. Next thing you know, there's a black helicopter following you home.
It is what it is. God has a plan for me. I'm fearless. So
there, look at that.
You know,
boom.
I'm not hard to find. You know, I'm pretty structured. I'm on social media every day. I'll tell you where I'm at.
Dude, there's a bomb right there. You just dropped a bomb, folks. You know what? That's why you're successful, or at least one of the principles. People that are fucking willing to not worry about what other people think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want to get into that story a little bit.
Sure.
Shit, dude. Like I want to talk a little bit about who we were talking about in the green room. Like, why is that rivalry there?
Whatever you want to talk about, let's go.
To me, like the whole handicapping game. Like, let's say for example, I become famous for saying that I know how to pick a winner, regardless of if I can or can't. I'm known for it. Now, if I just tell half the people to bet or to pick the Patriots and half the people to pick the Raiders, wouldn't I win half the time?
Yeah, but you'll burn out. It's a scam. You'll burn out.
What do you mean?
Because if I gave you the Patriots and I gave Victor the Raiders, you'll see my posts that the Raiders won, and you'll be like, what the fuck? You gave me the Patriots. So 50% of the business is already gone.
You know what I say?
What'd you say?
I say, fuck, dude, this isn't exact science, or I wouldn't be selling you picks. I'd be making the bets myself with every fucking dime me and my family had. And I'm not, which tells you what? Well, you're guessing somewhat. You're making an educated guess based on data that you've somehow gotten a hold of. Like, hey, so-and-so broke his ankle, but they ain't telling nobody. Like, do you get information like that?
No.
So how do you pick? Are you psychic?
It's my gift. My gift from God is I can read the lines.
Do you feel psychic though?
Yeah, I go by gut, no bullshit, intuition and gut. I can read the board, I'll look at the games, and within 15 minutes I can pick the winners. But I also have, since they banned me from Vegas, all the sports books.
Dude, they didn't ban me, motherfucker.
Well,
Hey, let's go right after we get off this bitch. If you know who's winning.
Florida State will win tonight in college basketball.
I know, but why can't you just tell me who to pick? Or do I just give you $200 and you'll tell me?
Yeah, you buy a package. I'll hook you up.
And then what?
Then
and
you
then
go-
I
then-
go bet my own money. You don't get none of it.
No, because you pay the fee.
And
I charge $99.
what's the streak? Like, what's your percentage? How many times do those picks actually win?
I'll be honest with you. I've hit close to 78-80% in the last month. People laugh. I was just on a Showtime series.
Right.
And they laughed at me and said a professional bettor can only win 56% of the time. I've won 34 straight games in a row this past year. But people don't believe it because they think it's a scam, but there's no fucking way
Well, it's not
I
a
can
scam.
make $1 million a month with the same income every day if I'm not picking winners. That's why people that stick with me, because I make money. And the people that are doubters, all they do is talk shit. That's all they're good for. But it's free marketing for me. I let it be.
Yeah. So again, I mean, if everyone in the bomb squad wants to pick winners, folks, all you do is look up Vegas Dave, basically, and he's got packages. So you might give him $50, but he'll tell you 3 games. I don't know what the deal is, but that's what he is, what he does, and he's kick ass at it. And my question is, if I were to start this, let's say I wanted to compete with you, like, oh, Steve Stevens, why couldn't I just tell 1,000 people that and 1,000 people that?
Because every day you're going to be winning and losing half your clients. You're going to run to zero.
Yeah,
You're
but I'll
splitting
have
them up.
better odds than really trying to pick
The
because
business, there's no longevity in the business. If you're going to go split them every game, 50-50, 50-50, that 50 is going to go to zero.
yeah, but you mitigate the ones that lost by selling them the next one, which they're likely to win. Why?
Word
Because I
travels.
get it 50-50.
No, try it.
I don't think it'll work.
It'll never work.
But that's what I always think to myself. Why
It'll
won't
never
it work?
work.
Like, what are the odds?
It'll never work.
You know, I got a blackjack. You bet at all? Like, do you play
I'm
blackjack?
banned from all casinos.
Like, they won't even let you in there?
They'll trespass me. I have a federal ban.
Damn, dude.
I'm the only one
So,
that beat
so
them for
even to go to
millions.
a UFC fight or a
I was
concert,
just supposed to go front row with Holly because Holly's supposed. She just. got
are
hired by
you
the
in
UFC.
that fucking black book of Vegas? That
Yeah,
what's it called?
I can't go.
That black book,
Only the casinos that I beat, which is the MGM properties, the Westgate.
which is damn near all of them.
Yeah, but the small ones that I never bet on, I can go. But I can't go to the Strip on those places, which is a good thing. I mean, this was a blessing in disguise. I mean, the indictment for those 3 years.
Why'd they indict you?
Well, they didn't want to pay me the money.
So you made some bets
I won.
and you won, and the casino said, "I don't want to pay you."
Yeah,
Like, how do they do that?
it's unconstitutional. I said we might as well live in Iran and not have any constitutional laws. That's why my attorneys fought it, and they went from.
Yeah, but you had the ticket, you had everything
Yeah, it's there.
legit.
But they cashed it without my permission. They basically cashed the tickets without a legitimate warrant. Well, how do you think I went from 19 felonies to 0 and 40 years in prison to 0? Because after 3 years, evidence was shown that I got fucked. So at the end of the day, even though
How much money was it?
they owed me $2.2 million,
Well,
and
why
ended
would
up-
they freak out over 2.2? They're
'cause
making
it-
they're making
Makes
billions.
no sense. They're greedy. They're greedy. You know, Vegas, they love losers. Vegas is built on losers, not winners. And it's crazy what they did to me. But it was a blessing because it changed my whole business sense, and it changed. I wouldn't be making this kind of money if they didn't do that to me. It was was Scott
Sabella involved?
I don't even know who that is.
He was like, I think he's like a big wig of MGM.
No, Jay Root. I mean, he's a sportsbook manager. They don't like to. I mean, I cleaned them. No one beat them like I did.
Dude, one time we walked in. I forget where we were. This was a long time ago. I moved here in '91. Dude, how old are you?
I'm 43.
Yeah, you were like, shit, 12, I think, at the time I moved here. So I'm in this casino, and I freaking at a roulette table, and I walked up, and I had $100 chip, and a $25 chip, and a bunch of $5 chips, and freaking let me think of what happened, but I got screwed by the casinos where it's going. I think I threw a bet down. It was the $100 chip, and I threw it down on the table, and I said, "Give me black 11," and the guy didn't move it, I think, right? And the ball, and then I threw it on the turn. I said, "Give me black 11," and then he went like this.
No more play.
Then he went like that, and then he didn't move the chip, and it landed on black 11, and my chip was not on black 11, and everybody heard me say black 11. So I said, I threw a little fit, and they said, "Oh, they're going to go look at the cameras," and they came down and kicked me out of the casino.
They do.
And I said, what are you fucking doing? Like everybody heard at the whole table, but they kicked me out of the casino. They didn't blackball me or anything, but they basically said that it's not their responsibility to put it on the number. But the whole freaking table. So they dicked me, dude. I would see dicking like that, but dude, you have a ticket. You made a legitimate bet in
but
their
then they try to
establishment.
say that my social security number was off on those tickets. I'm like, I've been betting here for 15 years. So when I was losing, when I wasn't good for 10 years, it's okay. But when I became really good, it's a felony. You think I'm going to, and so again, the first organization that got involved was the IRS, criminal IRS, because they think if you're using a false social, you're avoiding taxes. They go through my taxes and wow, this motherfucker pays his taxes. If someone is going to use a fake social to avoid taxes, I post my taxes online. I post me cashing out $1 million and dropping in the bank. Someone that's trying to hide shit, bears under a mattress, bullshit. Everyone knows who I am when I walk in the casino. But they didn't like it. You know, I think that I had a target on myself because I market myself big. I'm out there. I'm very open with how I feel. And they didn't like when I told them that said, fuck the casinos.
By the way, if you guys want to follow him, at It's Vegas Dave. Are you more on Instagram or Facebook? Or
It's mostly Instagram.
Me too. Like, dude, I don't get the other ones.
I have all of them. I have all
doing
platforms.
TikTok yet?
No, I'm not doing that shit.
Dude,
but I also said I was never going to do Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so who knows?
Dude, that TikTok, man, I'm telling you, there's going to be something to it because it's addicting.
It is?
Well, when I look at Instagram, unless you're looking at my page, it's hit and miss. Why? Well, because I'm doing all IGTV. So if you go down my thing, it's all video, and people like it. If you go to TikTok, it's all video. But when maybe I go look at yours, and it's a picture and a quote and another picture and then a video. It almost seems slow and boring compared to TikTok now.
Got it.
So TikTok is easier to share, and it's like you just, what's the next one? And if you like it, you watch, and they're quick. So I think it's going to take over because it's more action. And then Instagram is starting to seem a little more boring. Why? Well, because there's so many photos and memes and quotes. It's still obviously popular, and I'm on Instagram more than anything. I haven't done TikTok, but dude, social media is crazy. You think social media was key in your ability to make a bunch of dough?
Not 1,000,000%. It's the current state of marketing. It's the future of marketing. Everything I do is all social media, and it's fucking free. Why not? It's fucking free marketing. But people's biggest fear is picking up the fucking phone, saying, "Hey, click the link in the bio. Let me make you some money." They're worried about people think. They don't like their teeth. They don't like the zit in their face. They're afraid. People are afraid to look in that fucking lens. They'll talk a lot of shit.
Hey, folks, he ain't fucking lying. That's another bomb. I say that all the time. That's exactly right. Everybody's fucking worried about stupid shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't give a fuck.
So how were you? Go back to when you were 12. Where were you when you were 12?
I was buying and flipping baseball cards at a young age. You know,
Where?
In Michigan.
Detroit?
Ann Arbor.
So you're always a hustler type?
Yeah, I was buying, flipping baseball cards. At 12 years old, selling cards. I was a dealer. Then at 13, I became the guy that bought rented the Holiday Inn, rented the tables for $40 a table, hired hockey players, the Red Wings at the time, signed autographs. You know, I was making $4,000 a month as a 14-year-old. Yeah.
So where'd you learn to be a hustler?
I don't know. I've always never believed in the school system. I don't want a fucking job. I always believe there's a shortcut of the flip, and I always do sports. But I always used to leverage my talents. You know, I'm always a hard worker. I know how to market. I know how to sell. I don't care what people think about me.
And you always have?
Yeah. Well, when I was younger, I was a human, meaning like I was mad when people talk shit about me. I was upset when they were claiming shit. But now I'm immune to it. I believe now when people, if I don't wake up and there's not 30 posts about me talking shit, then I'm no longer relevant. I'm no longer a multimillionaire. So I embrace it.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to do it. I'm starting to get a little attention, and it's like everyone says. You
get a lot from this one. Watch this.
Well, I get a little attention, and what's crazy is I tell people, because I read every comment, and it's like, you know, I already know that it doesn't matter to, like, don't let it bother you. I'm just not seeing a lot of hate, which means I must not be being seen enough because.
Or your topics are not controversial enough.
Yeah, or my tribe or my followers like resonate with what I'm saying, because like usually you get some people talking shit no matter who you are, and I do get a few, but man, I thought there'd be a whole lot more.
Well, I looked at your content; it's all IGTV and podcasts, but for me, I show off my beautiful fiance, I show my Rolls Royce, I show my Ferraris, I show my Birkin bag that's worth more than their house, $500,000. That pisses people off.
You have a $500,000 Birkin bag?
It's the most expensive bag in the world. The bag I just brought's 100 G's.
Dude, I got. Oh, that one I set on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh
G's.
shit.
It's all good.
Hey, I damn near sat on it too.
Yeah, it's all good. A camel just ate it in Mexico.
Dude, I got my wife convinced Louis is like the top of the line. So if you meet her ever, don't be talking about no Birkin bags.
It's all good, man.
Dude,
But the Birkin, like I said, I got offered $800,000 for it already. I've been on CNBC News, Business Insider. You know, I was just in a video with Melania Trump.
Why though? Because everybody wants to be seen with Vegas Dave.
No, the Birkins. There's only 2 in the world. Myself and Marjorie Harvey, Steve Harvey's wife, has it. There's only 5 of these other ones in the world. They're like collectibles.
Has Hermes agreed never to make another one?
They already made how many they have, and these are diamonds. I think there's 8 in the world.
Well, why don't they just make more?
Because they want to keep the value to go up. They want.
Why? The values are yours, not theirs, unless they're selling them.
Exclusive. It's very hard to get the Birkin. You walk into a Hermes store, they don't even have them.
Not only that, don't they like make you buy some cheap shit of theirs
$2-3
first?
$3 million worth of shit.
Yeah,
and then they give you the bag, and they pick the color and the size. You don't get to pick.
Isn't that crazy? If your shit's that tight, dude, that's strong.
It's great branding.
Huge, and it's one of the strongest brands in the world.
Yep.
You know what's funny is somebody just sent me. I'll show you our logo here for Lightspeed before you leave, and then I'll show you a Hermes. What's it called?
Hermes.
I'll show you an Hermes scarf that has my logo on it.
Really?
Yeah, and it's my logo. Damn near, but it isn't my logo. But it's damn near. It's like, dude, can I call them and be like, hey, bitches, I want money from every one of them scarves?
Most people would do that.
Well, I wouldn't, because it's almost. And not only that, I'm sure they're not trying to allude that their scarves are Lightspeed VT scarves.
I agree.
So that's the only reason they'd be like trying to defraud somebody. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so dude, man, dude, you've lived a life, huh? So
I lived a life, but I went through a lot of shit.
You've always made money though.
I've always made money, but I also lost money many times.
You never been broke though.
Yes, I was.
You ever live on someone's couch and it's like,
No, I
oh
was
fuck
broke.
yeah, that's not Vegas Dave, that's Dave Oancea.
No, I was broke.
Some bitch needs to get a job's who he is. Like sucker's been here 3 weeks, won't pay his fucking rent. You ever been that guy?
I've been broke. I gambled all my money away at one time. It was in my documentary. It was on Showtime. I'm a very open book. I lost all my money gambling. I had to borrow from my parents. They bailed me out for.
Are they wealthy or no?
No, they were middle class. From my mom's Japanese, my dad's Romanian. They worked for minimum wage, and they bailed me out $800,000.
Wow,
I had to go to Gamblers Anonymous.
By the way, that's not like middle. Like,
no, they say
if you got 800,000, you're doing all right.
From 40, 50 years of working and their 401ks,
they live here.
Yeah.
So have you always lived here?
I lived in Hawaii, Michigan, Hawaii, and Vegas, and then they gave me a chance, and then they made me go to Gamblers Anonymous, and I sat there and I said, fuck this shit. I'm not one of these losers. I can pick winners. I just couldn't manage my money. And when I learned that I knew I could manage my money, I went straight to the casinos, and that's when I fucking crushed them. I paid back my parents, bought them a dream home. Now I don't have to work anymore, but I love the grind, so I continue to do it. So it was a big risk on their part. But
You
I
still gamble though?
I'm not allowed. It's part of the federal ban. I'm not allowed to place a bet ever again.
You are through me. I've given you back the right.
You tell the federal judge that said I can't.
Oh, you won't be. I will be, but I'll be doing it 100% on behalf of you, sir. So you are not. I am. But now you'll get back the freedom to say, let me risk this. Because again, dude, if I win, I just want a little sliver for placing your bet.
Unfortunately, I can't have people place bets either. It's another felony. Messenger betting. It's called messenger betting.
Damn, dude, they just want to shut you down.
The casinos like to win. They don't like to lose.
And again, straight intuition. I know there's got to be.
Not all intuition. The thing is, I watch all the games. So I have 7 TVs. Most people are lazy. They'll look at the final score. It doesn't matter if Green Bay beats Seattle 20-0. Well, if you look at the scoreboard, but Green Bay dominated. But you don't know if you watch that game. Bad calls by the referees, missed extra points, pass interference call that should have been. So the scoreboard only tells you one thing. But watching every game to understand why that score happened is a different thing. But most competitors I have are married, children, have another job. Me, I have no wife. Well, I just got engaged, but she's into sports. But I can watch every game. I have no kids, have no responsibilities. I can dedicate 16 hours a day of watching every game. That's why I can tell what matchup is a mismatch against other teams. Where everyone else has families, responsibilities, have to take their kids to baseball practice, soccer practice, ballet. I got no bullshit. I'm 100% execution and work.
Dude, if I got Darren on the phone and speakerphoned it, are you guys technically competitors?
Yeah, he just wrote to me. For 3 years, he wrote to me that he wants to kick my ass. He hates me. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a
But
fraud.
why? Because people bet with you?
Instead, he's a hater.
I know, but is it because,
Maybe.
hey
Why don't you
prick,
ask
you're
him?
taking people that should be betting with me?
Yeah, whatever maybe because my Rolls Royce has been nicer than his Rolls Royce. I fucking don't know. Then all of this last week, he sends me an email and says, "Hey, I'm starting a new media thing. Let's work together because we both know that we're the biggest in the industry." And I don't reply. They all come try to work with me at the end of the day.
Well, sure, dude. If you're winning like that, of course they are. But you're not threatening them?
You never hear me say anything bad about anybody. I don't speak about anybody.
Have you ever met Darren in person?
No, but I know. Never met him. I don't want to meet anybody in person. But
But
I
I'm-
watch his podcast where he just talks shit about me for 3 hours on it. But that's when I first cared. But I don't pay attention. It's free marketing for me.
Well, because people probably said to him, Vegas Dave, I do Vegas Dave. And then they're like, he's probably like, you know how he talks. Fuck Vegas Dave. I'm the best bookie killer in the world. Or however he does that. So that's more like a show, if you ask me.
Oh no, he's messaged me, threatened me directly through.
Just
email.
because you're doing
I don't-
picks too?
Yeah, people are haters. I don't know.
Yeah,
You should ask him when
Yeah,
he
but
comes
that's
in next
stupid.
time. Ask him.
Well,
I don't
dude,
care.
It'd
You
make
can
for a
find
good podcast. I'll FaceTime his ass right now if you,
You know,
want, but I don't
if
want
he
to.
denies it, here's the email he just sent me. He wants to work with me.
Yeah,
but
but
I
I
don't
don't
work
want-
with anybody. I don't work with anybody because
Why would
trust,
you? Fuck
people-
no, dude. I wouldn't either.
I don't trust nobody.
Well, I mean, every anytime someone sees like for example, oh, dude, this guy's a golden goose. Well, now they start kissing your ass, but they're still just as snaky as they were before. Now they're just wanting something from you.
Of course.
So again, I mean, Darren, I've asked before, like, does everybody ask you like who you betting? Because if he could fucking pick all the games, he'd be a fucking billionaire. So clearly he can't pick them all, and he doesn't bet all his money every time, so he's not that fucking sure. So guess what? They're educated guesses, yes or no.
It is, but you can label it educated guess
Or
but
an intuition or a gut feeling. And by the way, I got kicked out one night. Again, I've never been blackballed, but I have been kicked off a table. One night I frickin' was in the Aria, and I had a little Super Bowl party at this bar that I bought my little area in, and me and my wife were drunk. I'm leaving, and she loves fucking roulette. I walked up and told her what number to pick, and hit 5 in a row. And all I did was I closed my eyes and then I saw a number. Boom, boom, boom. My wife was obviously shitting her pants because I'm calling out the number. And I hit 5 times in a row, and they told me to leave the table. Like, they don't want you to win.
Vegas is built on losers.
But they didn't say anything. They just said, you can't be here because I don't know what you're doing. But what was funny is a lot of the players, when I first called out the number, no one did shit. My wife didn't even do shit. I made her put one on that number. So it hits. So she's like, yay. So I say, second one. I told her to put like more than she did. It hits. Then the third one, she starts doing what I'm telling her. And now everybody else is kind of watching. Well, the fourth one, people are like, what's the next one? The whole table was like, what's the next one? And I fucking said it. Everybody put fucking money on that one, and crack.
Didn't like that.
No, dude, they hit it again. And then the fifth one, they came over and said,
No more
go away. They didn't know what I was doing. And dude, that was 100%
intuition.
closing yes, that's what it was. I think I'm psychic somehow, some ways. It's not permanent. I can't do it every time. I've tried. Listen, I'd already be a billionaire if I could call every fucking roulette
Correct.
number, or I'd be booted out of casinos. But at the end of the day, man, I think intuition's key. Do you think it's intuition you're picking them, or
No, intuition.
do you know?
I'll tell you right now, it's hard work, skill.
And watching every game,
Hard work, skill, a little bit of luck. You got to be lucky.
But you know any trainers and shit?
No.
You have phone calls coming in
Nope.
from the Chicago Bulls locker room.
I literally go I look at the lines. I can pick the games within 30 minutes before tip off. I read line movements. I just know this is what I'm good at. I can tell that there's 40
Hockey and everything.
Yep.
Doesn't matter the game.
And NBA, college basketball, hockey.
What about horses?
Baseball. No, I don't fuck with horses.
You know Mike, the big horse better, Mike.
I don't know anybody. I don't pay attention to nobody.
You don't know anybody?
I just focus on my shit. Everyone knows me. I don't know them.
Who was I talking to about you the other day? Vegas Dave. Seems like you had motorcycles, bunch of kick-ass motorcycles. Maybe it was Chris Angel.
Maybe.
But I was talking about somebody, and I said something about something, and they said, "Oh yeah, Vegas Dave. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I know Vegas Dave." So, dude, you're like freaking almost a legend in Vegas.
A lot of people say that.
Well, you have to be, dude. No casinos want you because you're going to freaking clean their house.
And the book drops, it's going to be crazy because there's two versions of me. What you're seeing is David Oancea. What you see online is Vegas Dave. Vegas Dave is a machine. Vegas Dave is a marketing genius. Vegas Dave is a different character.
Well, going to see
the Vegas Dave is about the bitches. I just bought a $100,000 bottle Ace of Spades.
Is that champagne?
Yeah, I don't even drink champagne.
Never had that.
I make it rain $50,000 at a strip club. I've never had a lap dance in my life. It's all for the fucking content because I tell people content's the new currency. I just hit 1 million followers yesterday too.
Boom! Now I'm following you, dude. Shit. This is freaking. So you just
and I had my I said Jack Nicholson seats for every Lakers home game I go to. No one else get Jack seats. Dude. I sat there for Christmas. I sit at Lakers on the wood, Jack Nicholson seats.
Dude, this fucking watch is ridiculous.
Yeah, 400 G's.
Folks, you better go check out you better start following him, even if you don't want to gamble. Like he's got the lifestyle for sure.
The truth about me is
who's this young lady?
That's my fiance. It's Holly Saunders. You don't know her? She works for Fox Sports.
I don't.
One of the top golfers in the world. I just got engaged to her.
Well, she's a beautiful woman.
She's beautiful. She's smart.
Dude, Ferraris. Is that a 488? No, yeah. 488 Spider?
That's right. It's parked right in front of your place.
Yeah. I had the 488, but not Spider.
But I just ordered the one now that's going to be 1,000 horsepower for $900,000. I just ordered it. It'll be here next year. The red one. There's only like 10 in the world.
Is this that bag that's so...
No, that's the black one. You'll see the Himalayan is... That's just the one you just sat on. The Himalayan is the diamond one.
That's only the $200,000 one. Is it this one?
Yeah.
So that right there is a $800,000 bag?
I got offered $800,000. I paid $500,000. It was the world's most expensive bag.
That's nuts, man. Dude, you're living the freaking life. So you didn't always get that way. If someone's out there struggling, what would you tell them to do? Start picking your bets? Because it sounds like...
No, I don't tell people. I tell them this is a secondary stream of income for people. The truth about me is that I believe I'm not just a sports handicapper. I'm an entrepreneur. I can teach people how to make... I make $1 million a month off my phone with no overhead. I tell people...
Dude, can you teach me how to do that?
Well, yeah. I can teach you easily.
I mean, besides this company, because this company already does 8 figures going on 9, but I want to personally, that's why, I'm doing the whole personal branding thing. I want to personally make another $1 million a month off my phone doing nothing.
It's not nothing.
Well, whatever it is you're doing, I'll do it too. Because from the looks of your social media, bro, you ain't living a rough life.
Yeah, but they don't see behind the closed doors. They don't see the lawsuits I get every week from people trying
to
shake me down. Oh yeah, I get people trying to shake me down for lawsuits every week. I have people every day. I'm just on Barstool Sports today, saying people talking shit about me on Barstool Sports.
He wants you to get up on that mic like it's a wiener.
Oh, okay.
See, now why'd you get closer? If it was a wiener, you should have backed up.
Yeah, you're right. So Barstool Sports just posted me today. And it's all negative shit that I'm a scam, I'm this, I'm that. People are just jealous now because I'm with Holly. So it's crazy.
Yeah, but dude, listen, it wouldn't be a scam anyway, okay? It would be a hustle. It wouldn't be a scam. Why? All you're saying is, hey, you want my fucking choice of the game? Pay me fucking whatever it is I'm charging.
If you don't like it, don't come back.
No, period. That's it. That ain't a scam. You're telling people, you want my fucking pick?
Click the link.
Pay me, and I'll give you my pick. And people are saying, I want your fucking pick, so give it to me. There's nothing scammy about it. Even if you don't know shit. The bottom line is you have a history of picking fucking winners, obviously, or no one would keep buying your shit.
Every day, 50 to 100,000.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I always say, in my opinion, you're a very good guesser. Why? Well, because I don't think anyone knows for sure. I think somebody has intuition, and you seem to. You might have it, too. Dude, I believe there are people that are tapped into a different universal knowledge. And we don't know why we are chosen to be, but we are. And at the end of the day, I think intuition matters a lot. And just that edge right there is fucking...
But 99% of the people don't have what we have. So just hearing this is bullshit and a scam because they can't feel that energy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's what I'm talking about. Even so, it's not a scam. Anybody that says you're a scam is a fucking idiot. Why? Dude, all you're saying is you want my pick, give me $500.
A scam would be like, hey.
Watch this, bro. Anybody wants my pick for what game's coming up?
Pick a game. Chiefs
Super
and Titans.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Who's in the Super
Well,
Bowl?
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what. It's
Chiefs and Titans. The AFC.
Is that who's in it?
No, that's the AFC matchup. Chiefs and Titans.
Okay, so I would love to see the Chiefs and Green Bay in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to give you my pick of the Super Bowl as soon as I hear who's playing. And if you would like it, everybody, then you fucking DM me a couple $100 and I'm going to give it to you. How's that a fucking scam? Now, if I go get $1 million sent to me because everybody wants my fucking pick, dude, how's that a scam? Period.
A scam would be not giving the pick out, keeping the money.
That's right.
But I'm delivering a service.
A scam would be, there is no Super Bowl. Haha, I got your money. So how do people call you a scam? It's fucking stupid.
Jealousy, envy.
And
they can't believe I make this kind of money.
And not only that, because you got people sending you money and they
don't.
can't get people sending
And
them
instead of
money.
working for it, they talk shit. They think by talking shit, they're going to steal clients. The truth is that they've worked on their fucking product and their service, they get clients. But no one wants to put... This is a tough business.
Well, again, some of them other ones, including Darren, I don't know because I don't fucking hang out with them, but some of them other rooms, because I know you're not the only picker. He picks, he sells bets, and I know other people have them. I met this one guy one time. Apparently, he's the best ever in the world. But and again, tons of money. Everybody always has tons of money, so there's something's going on good. But at the end of the day, if I say to you, hey, I'll give you a winner, and this is the winner, and I charge you $300, and then I tell him this is the winner, like my whole thing in the beginning, like that's
unethical.
That's kind of shady, but it's still not a scam because I'm saying I'll sell you my picks, dude.
I guess
listen,
technically.
if you want somebody else to pick your fucking game, then go with someone else. Now, why would I want you to pick my game?
Because you can't pick it yourself.
No, I can pick just like you can pick. I just may not pick the winner. but at the end of the day, I'd rather pick what you pick, knowing full well we still could lose. Why? Because you ain't fucking you ain't psychic, bro. You're lucky and intuitive, and you know your shit, and you've been doing it a while, and you're experienced, which gives you that lean. That's why I'm going with you, because dude, I take your pick way over my pick. I would pick stupid shit where no one would pick that fucking team. Like, hey, who between Duke and fucking Georgetown? I'd be like, Georgetown? Like, I don't even give a fuck how many points. Like, what do you mean? On the run line? What are you talking about? I don't know. Fuck you. How about give me 500 on that one because I like the logo on their hat? Now, I might win 6 times in a row like that.
But the money will be gone sooner or later.
Well, again, I won't be consistent.
Correct.
That's for damn sure. Definitely not 70%. I'll bet you if I made 10 straight bets, I'd probably lose more than half. And then you cannot win.
And for my business, if I don't hit a high percentage, they don't buy. My picks are $500 a day. So they got it. They're paying me $500 for my big pick. They got to be betting a couple grand just to cover that nut. So if I'm not winning at 75, 80%, there's no point in them buying it. And if it's a scam, they'd run out of money.
Do you have a whole database of buyers that pay every time you drop a pick? Or every time you drop a pick, someone goes and has to click that link?
I just showed you all the money coming in.
I know, but that's just a report.
No, that's money coming in.
Yeah, but that's a report from people buying.
Yeah.
So like, do I have to go buy every time, or do you have a database of people where just I'm going to buy every single pick?
Every day it's a different opportunity. It's different packages. We might not play hockey today. We might play basketball. So today you can buy the basketball card.
When do we know the package?
I send a mass text, a mass email, mass
to that
telegram.
database.
Yep, to everyone in it, and I go on social media, Facebook, Instagram.
So now I'm
Twitter.
following you, dude. So if I ever want to get down on these games, I just send in my $500 and I'm
click the link in the bio, and that's it.
And
you click the link, and you pay with your credit card, and then plays an email to you.
And then I get the answers, and then if I go throw some money down on that, sounds like, according to your statistics, I'll win 7 out of 10 times.
Yes, but most people can't follow money management. They'll take all the money they have and bet it all in one game.
You don't do that.
Well, that's most
people. You
people
figure out how much you want to lose, because you should be willing to lose it. Because, hey, that's the goddamn only time Vegas Dave's ever went fucking 2 for 8. And it's when I fucking
yeah, I've had days where people join. It's just bad timing. They lost.
Yeah.
But it's consistency. That's why I say every email, bet this percent of your bankroll.
That's what I was going to say.
There's a unit system. But
Yeah.
some people don't fucking read it, and they bet the whole thing on Georgetown.
I wouldn't. So, like, let's say I had $100,000 I wanted to risk, right? Well, if I was going to bet it all on one cycle, obviously, I would bet all your picks at $1,000 a pick. You know,
Or
bang,
the top
bang,
and
bang,
the
bang,
top one at 5 or 10K. I'll tell you which is the top one.
Yeah, and then when I'm done with the $100,000, then I would judge you. Meaning, if you're at 70% and there's consistency, I'm only betting $1,000 a game, but I'll bet 100 times. Out of 100 times, you should at least win 51. And guess what? That's a win. Why? Because you got more than you spent. That's why. So at the end of the day, as long as you get all your money back, shit, you're a winner. If you can get into that 60, even 56% range constantly, you can be ungodly wealthy.
That's why I am.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
well, because I hit those numbers above those numbers.
Yeah, but they kind of addict you because you can't gamble. Because if you could gamble and you were gambling, not just
I would
selling
crush
your,
them. I'd
not
crush
just
them.
selling your picks,
I would
dude,
crush
but
them.
taking all the money you sold your picks with and put it on.
I mean, I was the only guy that would drop $400,000 at a casino.
And someone said if there was a winner, you'll give another day's picks for free.
Yeah, I care about my players. Even though it's a gamble, if I got crushed and I went 0 for 5, the next day I just hooked them up. The people that bought the expensive plays, even though it's gambling, because I care about my clients. You know, when I lose, I usually win 5 to 6 days a week. I lose 1 to 2. When I have those losing days, my first reaction is my players. That's how much I care about it. I think I'm blessed with so much money because I give a fuck.
Well, dude, there's a whole bunch of people in the bomb squad. I got all kinds. I'm never surprised by who's listening to this podcast, and I'll bet you you're gonna get a whole bunch of customers from me. Where do they go to get their picks?
All they do is just go on my link in the bio.
I should have fucking had some sort of affiliate deal because I'll bet you anything you're gonna get a whole bunch of people. Because if I was listening to this, I'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna go try.
You just go to Instagram and just click the link in the bio, or Twitter, click the link in the bio.
Because I'm gonna try it at least. Like, what's the worst case scenario?
Like today,
I talk shit about you.
That's free marketing for me. Talk.
Yeah,
Be
that's
real.
the
If
worst.
it's
That's
good,
the worst.
if
Yeah,
I
that
win,
fucker. I bet $10,000 and I fucking lost every game. That's the worst that can happen.
I think Florida State beats Virginia today. Virginia is a top 10 team. I think Florida State beats them today.
Okay, so folks, this will not be dropped today. So go check and see. And if he's fucking right, dude, you better go. Click.
It's a tough game too. Everyone is on Virginia. I think Florida State beats them at home.
So Florida State
beats.
When do they play?
4 o'clock Pacific time.
How do I get down on that bitch right there? I want to. I don't have a gambling app because I don't gamble. But if I did, I would bet right now.
Florida State to beat Virginia.
Florida State to beat Virginia. Hey, you know my brother-in-law gambles. Let me see if he'll answer his phone. He said one time, hey, like if I say Vegas Dave, I'll bet you he'll go, holy shit. Who does he tell me to pick? He's a gambler, dude, and he's like
he's local in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll call him real quick. Let's see. This will be funny. Let's see. He'll shit because I guarantee you, dude. He knows who you are. He's a gambler. What the hell? Let me get my wife on the old horn. Dude, he's going to shit his pants.
Get her a Birkin. Tell her you bet a Birkin for her.
No. Don't even introduce her to Birkin. Like, dude, she gets tricky. She uses my credit cards and doesn't even have them. She might not answer. She doesn't like when I FaceTime her on dropping bombs. Call Matt Bosick.
Did you mean one of these?
Okay, here he is. Hold on.
Calling now.
Let's see. Oh, there's his sister. Forget it, babe. I needed Matt's number.
What?
I needed Matt's number. Okay?
My brother?
Yeah. Yep. All right, love you. Bye. She's like, what? Call Matt Bosick. So Florida State.
Did you mean one of these?
Let's see if what he thinks. He's pretty good, man. He knows all the players when they're hurt.
Where does he play at? Which casino does he bet at?
I don't know. He's a chef.
Oh, he is? Where at?
I don't know.
Oh.
But he always has money on games. Not big money, but
Hello?
Hey Matt.
What's up, man?
Dude, I'm doing a podcast right now with some dude named Vegas Dave. And I know you like to you heard of him before?
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, I know you like to get down on a game, and I have no way to bet, and he just told me point blank, dude, at 4 o'clock today, Florida State is going to fucking be the winner between Virginia and Florida State. So if I was you, I'd go put your $3 wager in or whatever it is. 3,000 today. It's 3,000 today. Vegas Dave just said so. Dude,
Florida State, huh?
hey, and by the way, that's free, dude. That normally would cost you what?
$4.99.
Yeah, see, that's 500, son.
See, he knows.
Just because old Brad Lee's your motherfucking brother-in-law. Old dude, Vegas.
I know Vegas, Dave. I just watched his documentary.
Just watch a documentary.
On Showtime, yeah. The new one's coming
What's
out.
it called?
Yeah.
It's on
Action.
Showtime?
Yeah.
So, folks, make sure you go out and check out his documentary on Showtime. Tells you the whole story. But anyway, Matt, yeah, you want to ask him anything real quick? Like how he does it or anything? You're on a podcast episode, by the way. And by the way, when this drops, which will be cool, when this drops, someone can go look on Google and see if Florida State won.
Yeah, what's today, January 14th?
Yeah.
15th?
So if they did win, everyone's going to be fucking rushing to your link
Well, no,
quick.
if I win, I'm lucky. If I lose, I'm a scam. It's a lose-lose for me. I'm telling you, I know how it works. It doesn't help me doing this.
Dude, I'd rather be lucky than good any day.
If it wins, anybody could have picked it, they said.
All right, if you could ask Vegas Dave anything, what would you ask him?
Who did he pick for the Super Bowl?
We got to get to the Super Bowl first, but I think it's going to be, I believe it's going to be Kansas City.
Up, you fucking wrong.
Who does he like?
He said, I got Titan, and they're playing, so you said
No,
Kansas City.
I don't. Ryan Tannehill, I don't think he's going to win on the road against Mahomes and them. I think Kansas City. The thing with Tennessee, they got to get up. They can't play from behind. And if Kansas City gets up, Tennessee doesn't have the offense. They're a running team, and Tannehill averages 100 yards a game in the air. They can't come back.
See, dude, this is why he can pick shit, because he knows his shit. See what I'm saying? Like, see, I wouldn't know all that shit. Who the fuck is Tannehill?
He went to Texas A&M. He's a wide receiver converted to a quarterback.
Okay, so you think it's going to be KC against who?
Maybe the Packers.
I'd love to see that game, and if it is, who's winning?
You know what?
KC.
I would have to go with. It's where the line opens up. It helps when I see the line. That's another thing I look at. When the line opens up, I can read that line, and then that helps me a lot. So I need to see the opening line for that game.
Who sets those lines?
There's people that locally. There's people at the Golden Nugget, and there's also people offshore.
Yeah, but
Every
how
casino
do
uses
they
different.
know? Do they
They
know
use-
coaches and all this
No,
shit?
they use algorithms and systems, and
It's crazy. Just stats from the last game.
so in my head, I come up with what the spread should be, and I compare it to the spread that comes out. And if it's off, then I know I have the advantage.
All right, well, dude, there's your answer. There's your answer from Vegas Dave. You owe me $1,000.
All right.
Hey, go get down on that, dude. Go get down on that game more than you normally would, and if you lose, I'll cover half of it. But if you win, I get half of it.
Okay.
All right, later, dude. That's crazy because like I've never been a big gambling fiend, but dude, if I started winning 7 out of 10 times, dude, I'd be texting you every 5 seconds.
Come on. That's why for me, I never meet any of my players. I don't meet with them. They don't have my phone number because if I win, they're excited, and if they lose, you're a piece of shit.
Do I get one pick for $500? Like that would have cost me $500 to
$500.
hear you say that.
Mhm.
Do you have it on a recording or something?
Do I have what on the recording?
Like if I paid my $500, you get the notice.
I get an
I get an email.
Yeah, I get an email that
What
said
if I go give it to all my friends?
we tell people you can't do that, and if we catch you, we send you the opposite plays.
Wow. But I could.
You could until
You
you caught.
wouldn't. You wouldn't know.
We find out. It takes.
Do
We
you?
have the technology,
Really?
but at the end of the day, it's the cost of doing business. I mean, if you look at my Instagram, if you comment on my
Well,
post,
not only that, it'd probably be a guy like me where you tell me and then someone says, "Hey, what'd Dave say?" I'd say, he said Florida State, and it's one
oh
or
no,
two.
there's if you comment on my page, 1,000 fake Vegas Dave accounts will message you and say I have this picks for $20. Watch Vegas Dave. There's hundreds of Vegas Dave fake accounts. So if you comment and say, "Hey Dave, I'm interested in a pick," watch right now. Within 10 minutes, 100 people will message you and say, "Hey Brad, I can get you these picks for $20."
Well, that's because you know what they're doing. They're guessing. They don't.
Then they're doing the 50-50.
right. They're not. They don't know it's your pick. They're guessing. It's
But
your
they're
pick.
claiming, but then people
But that's fraud.
yeah, and people are like, "How do you know it's prove it's Dave's picks?" They Photoshop my email logo because the people that
That's
bought my
fraud.
picks, they know what my logos look like, so they Photoshop it and they make up the plays. So I'll be like, "I won today," and some people are like, "You're a fraud. We had this team." I'm like, "No, we didn't. If you don't click the link in my bio, it's not my plays. You're buying from fucking scammers." So I'm glad you got scammed because you're a fucking crook too.
Dude, what's the nicest car you got?
The Rolls Cullinan,
Is that your fave?
out of any car I've ever had, the Cullinan's dope. Yeah, it's my favorite.
What about what's the most cash you've ever seen in person, like this big pile right here? How much is that?
Right, that was 2.5 million right there. Probably that picture when I hit the Royals for 2.5 million. I had to cash out. Otherwise, I don't need that much cash.
But that's the biggest pile of money you've ever seen, other than obviously.
Yeah, personally, yeah. I never needed to have more than 2.5 million.
And then would you be willing to bet all that? Is there ever what you consider a lock?
There's nothing considered a lock, but I had the balls that I would bet $1 million a game if they would let me. The casinos won't let me.
Well, I can tell you, and again, I don't ask Darren for picks or anything, but I've known him from before he was even doing that. But I forget what day, maybe it was Christmas or something. He texted something, and I said something, and then he said, "You want a winner?" I said, "Yeah," and he told me what it was. I didn't bet.
That day,
I told Matt though. Matt bet, but he bets small.
Christmas game, Celtics covered.
But it won.
76ers covered.
And I'll tell you what he said here. Let's see.
I know all 3 games. Celtics covered, 76ers covered, and the Lakers game didn't cover because I was courtside against the Clippers-Lakers. So Clippers covered, Sixers covered, and the Celtics covered. That's how I know my sports. I know who.
Oh, here it was. Here it was. The under in Georgia Tech college
Christmas
basketball.
Day.
Yep.
Christmas Day. Christmas Day was NBA.
It was December 25th. Yeah. December 25th.
Oh, he's talking about college football bowl game, maybe, or he's talking about college basketball.
I think it said college basketball. Yes, babe. You're on a podcast. What can I help you with?
Hello.
Yes, you're on a podcast. You want to talk to Vegas Dave? Gotta go. Babe, you're on a podcast.
I'm just leaving the school. I had no service.
Love you. So anyway, at the end of the day, sometimes I stick her on the podcast just to get her opinion on subjects.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she calls while I'm on a podcast. But yeah, this says college basketball. The under in Georgia Tech college basketball. And I said, should I get down on it? And he said, yes, lock. And then I didn't. Matt did, and Matt said, yep, it won. So it's like sometimes you got to have a feeling like, oh, that's a fucking lock. No?
I never used the word lock. Anything happen, but I had the balls to put $1 million on the games before. So if I believe it, I believe it. I don't ever say the word lock because nothing's guaranteed.
Does our boy Floyd ask you what you're picking?
No,
because he bets huge. Doesn't he?
I mean, we see each other at the Lakers game. His bodyguard Jizzy works with me too, so he's a good friend of mine. But sometimes Jizzy will be like, "Hey, Floyd wants to know who you got in this game." Of course, I hook him up for free. I don't know if he plays it, but I stay in touch with him through Jizzy Mack, his bodyguard.
Well, again, dude, feed me a couple. I'll send him to my bomb squad even afterwards and win a couple. I'll do it delayed so you're not losing anything. Because if I were listening to this and I go and I check Florida State and it doesn't win, doesn't mean you're always wrong. But if it wins, it's like, God damn, dude, I should have got down on that. You get a few people that little.
Yeah,
it's almost addicting.
The belief system. But the truth is, I hate doing this, like I said, because you can't, even if I win, I'm so honest, you can't base me off one win. That's how legit I'm, and I'm very transparent.
How many people are buying your $500 pick a pick?
A lot, probably like hundreds a day.
Yeah, so that's big money a day, just not even doing anything.
It's not doing anything. I watch the games. I sweat the games. I start picking those games the night before. Look at the opening lines. I do a lot of work. People only see the flash, the bottles, the cars. They don't see the grind.
Well, this is what I mean by not doing anything. If nobody was going to buy any picks, would you still do all that?
No, I need the fucking money.
But would you still do that? You'd still watch the games, dude. It's in your blood.
It's my DNA. I love sports.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by you're not doing anything. It means you're going to do that shit
regardless.
anyway.
Yeah. Facts.
And then you're making stupid amount of money by just sharing knowledge, which is what we do here. I say we want to get the knowledge from the people who have it to the people who need it. I think you should make a course on how do you do it. I'll bet you there's some homework, there's some strategy. I don't know if it's all intuition, but in some cases I think it is. But do you think you could teach someone?
Yeah, we're actually starting a course. We're filming it next month.
And you can teach someone how to be a handicapper.
I'm going to teach them how I read the games and what I do. And we're going to do it for beginners, even for females.
And that will cause more people, believe it or not, to, number one, start gambling, but also to just say, fuck it, I might as well just pick his picks.
It's their choice.
Well, why? I would assume there's a lot of work. Like you said,
it's
you got to watch all the games. You got to you got to know who Tannehill is, and the fact that he's playing in the snow and the altitude at home is a little bit thinner, and they're not used to that because of summer camps in Phoenix and all that shit. Real people know, or at least factor. I'm making it up, but I've heard it all. So that's a lot of work. That's a lot of notes. That's a lot of memory. That's a lot of time. And most people don't have it. So by teaching me that, shit, dude, you mean to do what you do, I got to spend 47 hours a week studying sports. And you're like, well, that's how I do it. And this is how you do it. I go, fuck, I'll just give you $500. You study all those things for me. And that's what I'm saying is that course will actually make you more bettors. And most people would think if I teach them, then they won't bet with me. And it's wrong. You teach them and then they will bet with you.
And I'll just to clear it up for clarity, it won't be Green Bay. It's going to be 49ers and Chiefs, and 49ers will win. There you go. I'll call it right now.
See? There you go, folks.
49ers.
I wish this just dropped and you guys could fucking go get down on it. But number one, you didn't pay them, but you just heard it here.
And I'm skipping the AFC and NFC playoffs. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. 49ers and Chiefs, 49ers win.
Is there a spread or just
there will be a spread? It's pretty much
they
even.
win.
It might be by a field. It's going to be a 3-point spread to pick them. They're too even teams.
But win by the and covers two different things.
I would say San Francisco money line, that just to win, because that point spread. And then that's another tip I'll teach you. The line's 2. Why lay the 2? Take the money line for a little bit more juice, because if you win by 1 or miss extra point, you're fucked. It's a hard loss. I lost that way. So instead of laying 2 or 3, take the money line just to be safe. Instead of laying minus 110, you lay minus 130. A win is a win.
And the money line means basically straight up win
Just
or
win.
loss. That's it.
Yep.
If we win, we win.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that deal.
Especially when you're dropping hundreds of thousands like when I do. You don't want to lose by a missed extra point.
Not only that, exactly, but not only
Shit
that,
happens.
those lines are to make you lose.
Straight up, but people are greedy. They don't want to spend the extra $100 to win. People are greedy. They're short-term people. They don't think long-term.
Before you got banned, what's the biggest bet you ever bet?
$1 million.
And was that like in your gut? Like that's the winner.
Yeah. I just knew it. And the biggest was, the biggest pay was the Royals put $140,000 week 1 of the baseball season from the World Series. $2.5 million. I let it ride the whole way through. That's what put me on the map. And then I continued to hit them. I figured out how to beat them, and they didn't like it.
You ever do parlays and shit like that?
Mm-hmm. I give up parlays. People say you can't win parlays. You can only win a straight bets. That's the old school thinking. This is a new generation. I'm a new generation. I'm not the Billy Walters guy that went off an algorithm, a computer, and do straight bets. I can do teasers. I can do parlays.
Billy Walters is in jail now.
Yeah, he's gone. He's in jail right now. But he was supposedly the best in the world before I came along, and I do a little bit differently. Parlays do work. Teasers do work. It's not just straight bets. And I'm living proof because I cashed out millions of dollars on teasers and parlays. You just got to have the balls of vision and manage your money. People don't understand that this is 50% skill with a little bit of luck and 50% money management and discipline. But people can't manage their fucking money, and that's why there's a new casino going up every corner every fucking year in the Strip, because people can't manage their money. They want to chase. You lose. What game's on TV? Northeast Iowa versus Savannah State Midwest. And they'll bet it just to try to make their money back. And that's what the casinos get you for no discipline and lack of money management skills.
A lot of times you'll probably say, I don't have a bet here today.
Yeah, we're done. We play to win, not for action.
Yeah. See, there's a bomb right there. So let's wrap up with the story on this whole jail. So you basically beat them out a couple mil. They noticed, hey, the social's not right. Let's fuck with him and scare him. You didn't get scared. You said, fuck you, give my money. Well, I'm going to cause you all kinds of federal problems. You said, fuck you, give my money. So they caused you all kinds of federal problems, and then they lost. So they couldn't put you in jail, but did they ever have to pay you?
No, they kept the money.
So they never had to pay you either?
No, they kept $500,000 of it.
And then they cut you the money and then said, stay out of our establishments.
The judge ordered me that I can't gamble. I can't go to any Vegas. I can't go to a sportsbook for 3 years.
Is that how long it is, or permanent, forever?
Some casinos trespass me for life that I beat them. It's different. I just don't step foot in any of those places, which is a blessing for me. Anything that I go to the casino, you spend money on. Food, shows.
Where do you go mostly, though?
I don't.
Why do you live here, then?
I hate it here. I'm under federal probation. They had to give me probation, so I'm stuck here for 3 years. But I'm able to travel. I live in Mexico twice, 2 weeks of the month. I have villas in Cabo I live in, so I'm going to Cabo next week.
Well, the
only
way to be on probation is if they convicted you of something.
No, that's what they had us when we had the court. They said, well, we're going to waive all the felonies. We're going to waive all the jail time. But if you got
to plead guilty to something.
Yeah, they had me plead guilty for. They let me pick it actually. That's how crazy it was. You get to pick it like it's a game show, and you get probation. But my probation officer is super cool. I report
Was
once.
his name Ben?
No,
Oh,
he's a super cool guy. And
coolest probation officer in here in Vegas is his name is Ben.
is he from Hawaii?
I don't think so.
No, okay, because someone else said there's a cool. I just do my shit. I turn my financials once a month, and I go to Cabo 2 weeks out of the month, and I'm building a lot of projects out there.
Cabo's looking cool.
Yeah. So,
Well, dude, I appreciate you coming by. So now you're out of trouble.
yeah.
Okay, you just got to stay the fuck out of casinos, stop gambling, but you are allowed to sell picks.
Of course.
And what else? Like you're getting married to that girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start following you, so I'll keep up on the fucking happenings of Vegas Dave.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
I'm in the news again today. It's all good.
Well, what you're gonna need to do if you're building a course, like what are you planning on using? It says Florida State minus 6.5.
They'll cover. I like them to win.
I just said they'll cover. He'll know that came from you. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool, man. I wish I had the ability to sit there and do that, or just say, anybody want my pick? Give me $500, and I get 100 people to do it.
I built the business.
I'd be like, that's freaking free money. Like that's just like
It's insane money, and I can do it from the beach in Cabo.
You can
Money
do it
comes
from
in.
anywhere.
That's why I take 0 days off. Why would I take a day off? Why would I lose 30 grand on a bad day?
I only because controversy sells and it's fun and we don't have time for it. But it's like I almost want to call like fucking Darren, put him on speaker, and then say like,
Go ahead.
Like I don't. Yeah, I mean this is not important, but I want to like.
I got nothing bad about it.
Not only that, dude. What if I accidentally spark a real problem? Because you guys are like competitors or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't talk about him, nor do I. He's emailed. I never reply to his texts. I never ever reply to his emails. He reaches out to me. At first, he hated me. Now he wants to work with me. I just don't reply.
I'm just wondering, like, are two people that are out there selling picks? Like in his mind, is he thinking kind of like most skeptics would, which is, oh, there ain't no fucking way he knows because I don't know, and we know there's no way to know, so we're just guessing, and we're selling our guesses.
No one understands how I do it. But the thing is, I show my income. I can't be building $20 million villas in Cabo. I can't be driving $1 million in whips. I can't be having a $500,000 watch, $1 million Birkin collection.
Why Birkin? Who turned you on to that?
It was just something that allowed the wealthy people carry sign of prestige, and I knew there was only two in the world. I also bought the most expensive baseball card in the world, $400,000. The Mike Trout rookie. I already got offered $1 million.
You want to buy the most expensive Hugh Blow in the world?
No.
Right here.
Mom, I stick with the Richard.
This is the most expensive Hugh Blow in the world because it's mine and it ain't for sale. That's why it's the most expensive.
Exactly.
However, it is for sale. Now, if you guys want to squander money, I'll start selling shit. But no, all kidding aside, man, I appreciate you swinging by.
All good.
Folks, I mean, he's not really promoting anything, but if you guys want to make some coin, look him up on Instagram. It's Vegas Dave. Google him. You'll find him. Go watch his not Netflix. You said what?
I was on a Showtime series.
Showtime.
Called Action,
Go
but my
find
own documentary comes out in 3 months in my book.
You go check that shit out, and then I'll bet you money you're going to be tempted to give his betting a shot. Other than that, man, share this podcast out with your peeps, and until next time, keep it real.